Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. Well, today we are going to be working on the romantic story, and everybody says I can't decide, spring or summer house, that I got from Everyday eCrafts, I believe. Yeah. And we are working up here in the trees, working our way across. Yeah, it is such a gorgeous picture. I just absolutely love this. Just love it. I love the water. It's it's a great picture. Another one. Oh, this one will have to be a little bit bigger. It can't be a 4x6 or a 4x4. But it's a gorgeous picture. This poor thing looks like it's been through the wars. It is an 11 count. I had to think what I was going to say. And we're just continuing on. It has 61 colors in it. So you know that there is a lot of shading. So that is just absolutely fabulous. Oops, I better get it where it needs to be. So, right off the bat, before I forget, someone asked me about, the pictures above me or to the, I don't know which way it showed up on camera, to the left of me, when I did my floss tube, what they were or whatever. Well, they are both paintings. The one that has kind of a white, I don't, it's kind of it's got a frame around it. We'll call it that one. That is a mural, and it's 8 feet long, at least, that I painted when I first moved into this house. And the one up over my head is actually one of the dot paintings that I did. Now, I will put a link below that you can go and look, because I did kind of a house tour of, some of the artwork that I had and what it was exactly. So you can see it up close. The dot work I started doing, there is a person on YouTube, and I think her name is Kristen Yorig, and she does the rock painting and mandala, dot painting. Yeah, so I took it to another level. I just made a design on a piece of canvas that I had, after I got it where it needed to be, and then I just did different dot designs. So it's all done in acrylic, and you'll see that in that video. I just went around the house showing all of my art. So I have probably 4 or 5 of the dot paintings that I've done. It was real calming and soothing to do. But none of it is thread work at all. So I thought I'd tell you that. Oh, my grandson is doing better. He is, like I said, as long as he doesn't lean back against anything, he has real sensitive skin, so, it's bad. But she went to the doctor, and they told her what to do for it and how to take care of it. So he's healing. He's healing. So that's a good thing. Thank you for all your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate it. Because that was not good. Not good at all. I had some extra of this color. I think it is number 58. Is 3750. I think is the DMC color for that. And yesterday I also signed up for Buy Me a Coffee. And I'll put the link to that down below. I thought, why not? What the heck? So that's there. Don't know where that's going with, but we'll see. And yesterday it wasn't busy a lot. I mean, it would just come like in spurts, so it wasn't a too trying of a day. Thank goodness. I was not in the mood yesterday. Now today it'll be a little bit busier because all of the vendors show up today. And yeah, so we'll have to put all that away. They'll have some of it put away by the time I get there, but we'll see. But the big truck comes in today, so that's always fun. And I can usually count on that taking a couple hours to put away because I'm there by myself, so fun times. I had to make sure there was 3 strands there. It felt like there was more. But I thought we'd work on this today. I needed an easy button. And there's a lot of confetti in this. But you just gotta kind of work your way through the colors. For pity's sake, why do I do that? I'm sitting there struggling to get it threaded when we have a needle threader. Heaven knows. I never did find that bag. I don't know what I did with it, unless I put it in a drawer somewhere when I was cleaning off my desk. Because it's been sitting, it's been sitting on this desk. I bought some off of Amazon, and I think there was like 50 or 150 of them in a bag. I think it was like $2. Yeah, so it wasn't terribly, terribly expensive. It took a hot moment to get it, but it wasn't expensive. So we'll see. But I have a few left because I keep, like, I'll pick them up and I'll put them over here in my, there's a little, on this lamp, it has a thing where you can stick pens and pencils and paper clips and stuff. It's meant to be used in an office, but it's not a very big lamp. But it comes in handy when you have a bunch of little itty bitty stuff. So, fun. I did get some things put into my new little cabinet. I call it a cabinet laughingly, but it's like, it's a metal cabinet with, there's 6 drawers across and 6 down. So that's 36 little tiny drawers about that big. And then it's got 6 bigger drawers about that wide. Going across the part of it. So, yeah, I got some stuff in the bigger ones. I haven't filled up the little ones yet. But, every time I find something that, I find more than 1 or 2 of, I just put it in there. And heaven knows I'll probably have to clean off my desk, in another month. Because it just, I don't know, it just sucks in everything. And I have a few things of floss laying around. Yeah, it's great. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if that's orange or yellow. I'm going to say that one's yellow and the other 2 are. There's kind of a yellow-orange color. Trying to get to the yellow part. That's what happens. I mean, they've got red, yellow, and orange, and then this rusty colored red, if you will. All 3 of them are right next to each other. It's like, okay, we'll just take a guess. In the whole scheme of things, it's going to be, what do you call it? Shaded, so it really won't matter if I get it wrong. You know, it's not something I'm going to rip out. Or look at a, what do you call it? On a grid, you know, on your chart thing. Comes with a nice chart. No, I'm not that particular. I like that shaded look, so it'll be just fine. Never fear. This is a nice canvas. It also has the edges, what do you call it? What is that? Serged. I've never owned a serger, so it's not a word I use all the time. I could never find enough to do with it, so I put my money into buying a sewing machine. God, that was like, holy cow. My kids were in grade school. I don't have it anymore. It just finally gave up the ghost, but yeah. So I haven't bought another, what do you call it? Sewing machine since. My daughter and I tossed that idea around. You know, we weren't real sure what we wanted or, you know, what to get. Now, that sewing machine that I'm talking about was an Elna that it was the same brand or type that I used in high school. So somebody had reconditioned it, and I got it from, there was some man in Iowa that reconditioned older sewing machines and sold them. So, yeah, that was a very good investment. I think I paid probably $50 to $100 for it back then, and because it was a really good machine. And we made several quilts on that machine. Several quilts. I'd sew all the pieces. Well, when I started that, you know, and I got the sewing machine, I would, you know, cut all the pieces out. The way that Quilt in a Day, I watched a lot of Eleanor Burns. I don't know if you know who she is. We'd watch her on the public channel, and the kids always got a kick out of her because she was always, you know, she'd cut something and then she'd have a spare piece of material and she'd just throw it over her shoulder. The kids thought that was just hysterical. We watched a lot of Eleanor Burns. Could you tell that I stayed home a lot back then? And I was sewing the pieces together, you know, the way she was teaching how to make quilts and put pieces together. And then I kind of went on to hand cutting all my pieces and hand sewing them. So, yeah, I went through that phase. And then I would hand quilt them. So, but my hands just eventually said, nope, not happening, little girl. Now, I was watching Carol, the Salt Box Stitcher. And this is something I've never done. She did a tutorial on wool applique. I've never been someplace where I could buy the actual wool, and this is pre-internet, you know, and what you can get now, you know. It's a lot easier to get. But I like sewing the little pieces down. I love that part. And I would use that fusible web stuff and iron it down, and then I would go around everything in a blanket stitch. We did a lot of those too. I did a lot of little tiny quilts. And there was a company, it was called the Little Quilts or something like that. But the quilts were no bigger than, I miss this. I don't know, what, 2 feet by 2 feet? You know. But they had all different kinds of patterns that you could do, and you could sew them on your sewing machine or do it all by hand. It really didn't matter, but I did a lot of those when I lived in Wyoming. But I miss the applique part of it and the hand sewing stuff. But, I just can't turn a corner and go get something else because, we're in pretty deep here on this cross stitch thing. But I did love to do the hand piecing and the stitching. I got an entire top for a quilt done of, what is it called? The wedding ring quilt. I hand cut it out. I mean, I went around and made all my pieces, drew them onto the fabric, and yeah, and stitched the whole thing together. And yeah, where is it? It's gone. Gone in another war. Yeah, life is a series of wars, I swear. So, yeah. But I did enjoy stitching it all together. I have a book of Eleanor Burns, and it was called Egg Money Quilts, I think. But I really like the double wedding, that's it, double wedding ring, and Grandmother's Flower Garden. Yeah, I loved them. Just loved them. So, I don't know, tossing around the idea of getting another sewing machine, or, doing that again. It's out there. Just out there. Oh, and I love the Mariner's Compass one, but I could never get that to... It has a lot of angles to it to work, so I couldn't get it to lay flat. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I probably had my angles wrong. Surely, I know. But I just loved the way it looked. And I like the Dresden plates. Or, yeah, is that right? Dresden plates? Maybe it's fans. It's like a sunburst looking thing, with all the spikes around it. Yeah, beautiful stuff. I love antique quilts. Just love them. So when I can find something that somebody else has taken the time to do, it's really nice. I'm trying to see if I get all my colors. It's kind of hard to differentiate the... I don't think that goes there. Let's go back. I decided it wasn't yellow enough to be a yellow. How's that? So yeah, I've done a lot of crafts and a lot of different stuff, so. But life's too short to do just one quilt. I mean, just one craft or project. You might as well try it and see if you like it. But yeah, I had the horrible feeling that if I go back to quilting, I might like it. But it's all that hand stitching that gets to me, and I have tried. I mean, I realize there's a learning curve, and you're going to have to try it more than once. But I've tried to what do you call it? Quilt things on the sewing machine. That never works out really well. Not for me. So, yay. I guess we'll get these taken care of, because they're right there. Make sure you're straight here. There we go. Try to get it a little bit brighter. So, not much planned for my days off. I work today, and then I'm off for 4 days again. It's almost like I'm not at work ever. Hey, but I can deal with 3 days. We're good. I never worked so little in my whole life. Seems like I always had a 40-hour-a-week job. So, I know. Couldn't figure out what that noise was. I think it's Molly snoring. She doesn't snore a lot. If she does, I don't ever hear it at night. I had Boston Terriers, and they snored all the time when they slept. Don't know why she's so tired. We went to bed early. But she sleeps a lot sometimes during the days. I'm sure she gets bored. But she doesn't get so bored that she chews up anything, so I gotta be thankful for that. She's not the nervous, chewing type. Sorry, I keep moving my thread here. Just getting little pieces and parts done. So, yeah, I don't have much to talk about today. Today should be fairly busy. I missed that one right there. I hope, so that it goes quickly and we can just get out of there. But I guess I feel better than I did last week at this time. Just, I don't know, just finally get run down. And you have to stop. Well, that was kind of strange. It was 2 colors, but I guess they just got a little bit over, but we got it figured out. We're just stitching on. Come on. Oh, don't undo. I hate when it does that. So we'll just tie that puppy off. If it gets so short I can't get the needle turned in the fabric, I just get it to the back and tie 2 or 3 knots. Because it's going to be pretty full with thread anyway, so nobody looks at my backs. Not real concerned. I pay more attention when I'm doing counted and I have to go from one place to the other. But this is so confettied that it's not going to matter. Nothing's going to show through. And this is actually a partial. There's some areas you can see we don't do this, just the outline, but that's okay. I love it anyway. I don't know why they didn't do the sky, but as you can see, that whole little top part is empty, and then it just kind of spills out here. You have to do the frame around the picture, but I like how it spills out of the corners of the picture like this. I watched Bob Ross paint paintings like that. He liked to do that. Oh my goodness. Get my needle over here so I know where it is at. Well, guys, I think that's going to be about it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you tomorrow. God bless. Keep stitching. Bye-bye.